Hi! Oh my god, welcome. I'm so excited. My name is Sarah. I am now the host of Can I Talk to Your Grandma? I'm so excited to bring this project to life. This is going to be a very rare solo episode. I just kind of wanted to set up and give some context and kind of some ground rules into like how we got here, why we're here. This project has meant so much to me for so long, to the point of like paralysis sometimes where I've been like, I care about, like, I see it in my mind so clearly and I don't want to like do the idea wrong. And so I've had this idea in my head for probably like 4 years, maybe longer, I'm not sure. And for a long time didn't even talk about it. And then kind of started to talk about it and got a lot of encouragement from a lot of people, and now we're here. But I just care about it so much. A lot of this concept comes from my relationship with my grandmother. You'll probably hear me talk about her a whole lot. Her name is Jody King. She's 95. You also will hear me interview her, obviously. And she's a cattle rancher in Lockhart, Texas, and she's incredible. And I just, like, my relationship with her has had a profound impact on my life, and I've learned so much, and I get so much perspective and joy, and I don't know, there's something about talking to her that kind of always brings me back to earth. And I just felt like I think there's more of this to seek out and to share, kind of with the internet, and it could be a really cool, really beautiful project. So in real time, today is November 10th. My brother's birthday was yesterday. I don't know, you wouldn't know that, but I've done 14 grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle. It's not grandma specific, but I've done 14 interviews. They have been so beautiful, so generous with their stories. Like, everyone has been so kind, so grateful for the opportunity to share. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they've already had a really profound impact on me and my life and my perspective, and I just can't wait for everything to be out in the real world. It's just been a huge joy. So I'm so excited about this podcast. To give you a little bit of an overview, I've been doing these interviews. I'm giving the families, I'm doing basically 60-minute interviews, and then I want to cut them down into like 20 to 30-minute weekly episodes. The family will receive the full 60-minute so they can have that. And then the edited cut will be out in the real world, which I'm so excited about. Just a quick disclaimer. There's been a steep learning curve with microphones and video cameras and a whole lot of things. So bear with me if the audio isn't quite perfect in this first batch. I'm learning quickly and I'm getting better, but there have been a few, learning opportunities. Anyway, and then I really want to quickly shout out some grandmas that should have been on the podcast and are no longer with us, and grandpas. There are a lot of people that even heard about the idea and we're excited about it, and we're just not going to get that opportunity, which is also a huge motivator for me to kind of get going on this project, because time is of the essence sometimes. So first and foremost is Mimi Wanda Higgins. Just would have been perfect for this. Carmen Duran, the Hoppy grandma. My grandpa, Pat, and my dad, who would have resented being in a grandpa category, but nonetheless. Grandma Swan. There's just a lot of really amazing people that I've had the honor and privilege of getting to know, and that unfortunately won't be able to be part of this project, but are also with us now in this way. So also, just as an Easter egg, my brother is a country music singer, and I don't know why I said it like that. He's a country singer, and he has a song called Homesick for the Heartland. Highly recommend you check it out. But when you hear the intros and outros on social, that is the song that you will hear. And it really fits kind of the vibe of the show. So check it out. And that's kind of a fun little family tie-in. I also just want to quickly talk about language. Just let's get the elephant in the room out. Let's look at the elephant and say, hello, elephant. So language has changed, obviously, in the last 100 years. And I think we've all felt the pain of that at a family dinner. Honestly, this is one of the big things and one of the big reasons why I didn't do the podcast for so long, because I felt like, how am I going to handle it? You know, if someone misspeaks or says something, like, I don't know, I don't want to bleep these, but like, how am I going to handle it? First and foremost, I want to say it honestly has not been a huge I've done 14 interviews. Like, there have been blips, but like, it really has not been an issue, which I think speaks to everyone's ability to learn and grow and change. And I think that's really incredible. What I think I will do is when there is an interview that may have something that doesn't really feel very 2024 or 5, I think I will just do a little setup intro in the beginning. I just think we got to go into this with some context and some understanding for some lived experience that predates us by a whole lot, and understand that like the things that we are saying today in 2024 will probably be embarrassing to our grandchildren. So we're just gonna have a lot of empathy, wrap our arms around the whole thing. But yeah, I think I'll say here's what you're gonna hear. Here's what we're gonna say instead. Going forward in life. So anyway, I think everyone understands that this has been a cultural shift, and we're just gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I also want to thank some people that have been so incredibly kind and wonderful and encouraging in this podcast. First of all, Skylar Robertson has really made this thing come to life. She really gets all of my crazy thoughts in my brain and is like, okay, and here's what we're gonna do today, and here's what we're gonna do tomorrow. There have been so many people in my friend group and my family that have had to hear about this idea, hear me yap for a really long time, and have encouraged it so strongly, especially Emily, who let me do a really amazing interview with her grandparents, Lydia Loy, who's done all the branding and the artwork for the podcast. I know this is ironic because I am a designer, but I cared too much and I could not do the logo, but I love it. Oh, there's merch also. There's merch. I'll do links and everything. Kelsey, for all of her amazing introductions in Longview, got me connected to the most amazing people. My Malala group that I traveled with that had to hear me talk about this idea and really encouraged it. Tom, Shatina. There are so many people that have encouraged me. Also Jody. I mean, my grandma. Thanks for the whole thanks, grandma. So anyway, this is just kind of my setup, my intro. I think on release launch day, you will hear from Jean, who is absolutely incredible, an inspiration, a firecracker, just so cool. So I'm so excited about this project. I think there's a lot of potential for it to be so beautiful. I can't wait for you to meet everybody. It's going to be so good. So thank you for being here. Let's talk to some grandmas.